Porsche.
So, Andy,
Yes.
how do you say hello in Russian?
Hello.
Всем привет, Оксана из Алабамы. Сегодня у нас в гостях Энди Вуд, он коуч. И сегодня мы с ним поговорим о его поездке в Киев.
I know how to say goodbye. До свидания.
Okay, you know how to say that.
I know how to say goodbye. I know how to say спасибо.
Okay, good.
And chai.
Okay. Well, Andy,
Yes.
please tell us where you were born, how old are you, and about your degree.
I was born in Mobile, Alabama, where we are right now. And I grew up here, went to school here, got a degree in history and religion, got another degree later on in divinity, and was a pastor of Baptist churches for 32 years. And then I went to, got a doctorate in organizational leadership. And so I've been teaching leadership as a professor for the last 9 years. And I'm also a leadership coach. And so I help businesses, I help pastors, organizations, individuals figure out where they want to go with their organization or their lives, and then figure out a plan to get there.
Do you have a wife, family?
Yes, I'm married 35 years this year. Woohoo! And we have 3 grown children. They're all 3 married, and we have 9 grandchildren. And so we're very blessed.
Oh, thank you. Please tell us, why did you have to go to Kiev this year?
All right, so the University of Mobile, where I'm a teacher, has a singing group called Catching Foxes, and they were invited to go over to Ukraine to work in some children's camps and some teenager camps that were working with some local churches there. And so I was asked to go as kind of I don't want to call it chaperone, because these people are old enough to go on their own, sort of, but just to kind of be a school sponsor for them. And so it turned out to be a great trip. We met some wonderful people and doing some really good work there. And so it was a privilege to be a part of that.
How long did you stay there?
13 days was the whole trip. And so we were in 2 different locations, one on one side of Kiev and one on the other side. But I'll tell you what didn't surprise me was the friendliness of the people. Probably the biggest surprise, or the biggest thing that was hardest to get used to, growing up here in the South, everywhere we go is air conditioned, because we just are very hot natured, and so we're used to that. And so when we were there, 11 months out of the year, they don't need air conditioning. We just happened to be there at the 1 month of the year when they did. And so it was kind of warm, and that took some getting used to, and the humidity was difficult in some places. But as far as surprises, I was actually surprised. I was there 20 years ago, and so I was surprised how much the country had developed commercially. There were a lot more just passing through Kiev when we didn't stay there long, but just the time we spent there, just how economically it has developed a lot, especially in the city itself. And so you can definitely tell that some money has come in, and so that was probably the biggest surprise of all, was just how much they had advanced since the last time I was there.
Did you have to ride at public transportation?
No, didn't have to do that. We had local people taking us from here to there.
On a taxi or something?
They had vans. They had their own vans and larger cars, SUVs.
All right. Tell us about the food.
Oh man, the food. Let me tell you what, as an American, we are so used to stuff with a lot of sugar in it, a lot of super heavy salt, that kind of thing. And one of the things I noticed very quickly was they have a much healthier diet. There was a lot of fresh vegetables, which I love. Cucumbers, tomatoes right off the vine, that kind of thing. I think borscht was God's idea. It was wonderful. So I'm always a big fan of that. Excuse me. They don't eat as much meat as we do. Probably for economic reasons, but everything had a little bit of meat, but a whole lot of other staples like potatoes and or rice or something like that. We tend to eat a lot more meat in our culture, and we tend to eat a lot more sweets in our culture. You know? And so they do healthy things. The diet is very healthy. Fresh watermelon, oh my, oh, so good. And so there was not one meal I ate that I was disappointed by. It was just excellent food.
Did anybody offer you vodka?
No, these were churches, and so they kind of knew we don't drink alcohol, and so we kind of bypassed that opportunity. So, yeah.
Did you meet some beautiful Ukrainian ladies?
I have pictures. I don't have them with me, but yes, they are some of the most beautiful ladies. Two of the ladies I worked with at the camp, they're married and they're actually expecting their third, each is expecting their third child. They're beautiful women, but even the young women are just stunning. There was one in particular I met that, you know, she was very faithful to serve in the camp and things like that. But I every time while I watched her, I thought she could be a model somewhere. She's just stunning. She's beautiful, and I found more times than not, the men too. They were very handsome. And just very striking to look at.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Did you get to watch Ukrainian television?
No TV while I was there. We didn't have time. I wouldn't have understood it anyway. So bought a teapot for my wife, proceeded to break it, so didn't make it home. But the last time I was there, oh man, I came home loaded with all kinds of stuff. Thoroughly enjoyed the artwork and the we did the Matryoshka dolls and all that kind of stuff. So that was fun last time. This time my wife said, don't bring a bunch of that stuff home. Just find me a teapot, which I did and broke. So
does she collect teapots?
She does collect teapots. Mm-hmm. She sure does. So, and but a lot of our kids, they came home with all kinds of souvenirs and different things that reflected the culture, and they just fell in love with the place. Every single one of them wants to go back.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now you can say "До свидания."
До свидания. Спасибо.
Thank you. Заряжаю вас на хорошее настроение. Репосты, лайки, дизлайки, комментарии, чтение моих книг. Пусть в вашей жизни все будет хорошо. До новых встреч!
Нет на свете танца без огня. Есть надежда в сердце у меня. Выбери меня, птица счастья завтрашнего дня.